Okay, welcome to the video. This is I'm going to show you about the Network Guardian. We're on version 1.1.0. I've been working on this for the past couple weeks. As I go through it, if you think of anything that I can build as a feature request or something you want to see it do, definitely let me know. I'm going to be working on this to perfect this. This is going to be for the level 1 ISP operator so that they don't need to know how or have the actual ability to log into any of these devices. They're going to be able to have a one-stop shop for doing most of the things on the network to make running an ISP super easy. So when you first log in, this will be hosted on a VM, probably in your core stack, either at the ISP's edge or at the MSP's VPN concentrator. When you log in for the first time, you'll be met with the device selection screen like this. I have a drop down here for recent devices. We're going to go ahead and log into the router. And you can see here that we're met with device information. We can see what we're logged into, current versions, models, uptimes, memory usage, CPU, and stuff like that. You also see you have a refresh section up here where if we check auto refresh, it's going to grab data from the router or device every 5 seconds, and it's going to also update and activate this traffic monitor. Traffic monitor automatically selects the WAN interface, but you can select different interfaces manually if you'd like. As you can see here, every 5 seconds, it's going to be updating that and showing you your stuff. So we want to treat this like a router. So we're going to click into the router device management section here. We're going to be met with a couple different tools. We can get the interfaces from the router. We can get DHCP leases, IP addresses on the router itself, routes on the router itself. We can reboot the device either right now or we can schedule a reboot. Hitting the schedule reboot button will pull the device clock from the router or switch itself so that you know if there's a time zone difference or anything like that, that you're scheduling at the correct time. We'll cancel out of that. Also gives the ability to check for software updates. It's going to go ahead and automatically check here. It's up to date, so it's not giving us anything. We can do a router board firmware, which will do the same thing. It's going to check to make sure your software and firmware match, and if there is a discrepancy and you can update, it'll give you those options along the bottom here. And we can also manage the queues. Right, so what this is going to do is you can search by MAC address, hostname, IP address, or comment. I have a Unify Protect doorbell that I'm going to search for here. You can see that I have door in the hostname. It's also in the comment, but we could just as easily search for the IP address itself or see all IP addresses in the DHCP leases or see any of the Unify stuff or even specific models that might be in the host name. So for now, we're going to select the doorbell. We're going to make a queue for it. All you have to select is the max upload and max download. And by hitting update, it's going to create a cake queue on the router. Cake is the probably the most advanced queuing system we have right now, but it is a little bit resource intensive on the CPU if you have a lot of users going through that router. Fine for prosumer, MSP, hotel-sized routers, but you might want to watch it a little closer if you're doing ISP-sized routers and you have hundreds to thousands of customers going through that router at the same time. Also adds a comment. If there's already a comment on the queue, it'll populate what the comment was so that it doesn't change the comment. If there is no comment, it automatically creates one for you. So you'd put like your customer name here or something like that. We're going to go ahead and remove that, get that out of here. So we can also select recent devices here. We'll log into our switch. Okay, so we logged into our switch here. You can see device information, switch stuff, cores, CPUs, everything like that. We're on auto refresh here, so it's going to go ahead and capture that automatically. We click into the switches menu and we have a handful of things we can do here. We can do get interfaces just like on the previous menu. We can also see the different VLANs that are going through this switch, and we can configure new ones. Have a little VLAN helper in case you don't know how VLANs work and you just need a quick little refresher. We can add VLANs. We'll do VLAN 3000 and we'll say test. I'll open up a switch here. We'll go to our bridge menu, VLANs. So you can see we do not have a VLAN 3000. We'll come over here. We're going to add VLAN 3000 to Ether 2 and Ether 3 for tagging. Oh, we put 30,000. See, it saved us. Good job. Thank you. So then it'll confirm that it went through. We'll pull this up, and there we go right there. We can even see that our 2 tagged ports are in there. We can remove them just by clicking the remove button right next to them, or we can turn them into access ports or anything else on here. We can change the PVID, stuff like that. Very helpful. Not only that, but you have the same reboot commands for your different switches and stuff, and update commands. So this is just version 1.1.0. We're going to be continuing to make more features for this. So if you think of a feature that makes sense for you, definitely let me know and I'll go ahead and start building it. Couple things to look forward to is I'm going to build a infrastructure mode for this that you can push VLANs across several switches at the same time. We're going to have a device discovery mode so that we can map out layer 2 or even layer 3 networks and in visual space, and a self-discovery and wide or broad management where you're managing multiple devices, routers, and switches all with the same command. So lots of stuff to look forward to. If you have any requests, feature requests, or ideas, definitely send them my way. We will also eventually be doing Wi-Fi, both wireless access points for local Wi-Fi and access points for WISP type use cases as well. Anyway, that's the Network Guardian relay system. So again, if you have any ideas, shoot them my way. I'll go ahead and start building them.